Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you're new to the channel and you want to keep seeing more of my content, please make sure to click the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you will know whenever I post a new video. So welcome to today's video. So guys, on today's video I want to talk about how to be comfortable on your own skin, which is the facial hair version, because your girl has got facial hair and it's hirsutism. So yeah guys, that's just it. If you don't know a video where I kind of like explain to you guys why I have facial hair and the reasons behind facial hair, please make sure to check out the video. I already have it on my channel. I think I posted it about a year ago, so please make sure to check it out. I'll do my best to link it down on the description box, so please make sure to check it out if you want to know the full details of how we got here. If you want to know, guys, make sure to check out that video. But on today's video I just want to let you know how I got comfortable and how I got to accept and live with this facial hair. So I definitely want to let you know, guys, so that you can be comfortable on your own skin and on your imperfections and on the things that you cannot change. So I want you to get comfortable because I feel like it's something that has made a huge difference. The acceptance, the process, and everything, the roller coaster ride of emotions and all that. I feel like it changed a lot about me and how I look at things and how I look at other people. Like, it definitely changed a lot of stuff about me. So I'm definitely going to share it with you guys. Hopefully, if ever you are struggling with something, you get help. You feel like you can relate it with someone and you're just not the only one who's going through it, because at the end of the day, someone out there is always going through something that they are not ready to accept or they're not ready to live with. And for me, in most cases, was definitely my facial hair. That was the most difficult one. I know that there are a lot of stuff that I could not like about my body or other parts of my body, but I've never been so mentally triggered by anything but my facial hair. So I've definitely had those moments, the breakdown moments and all this kind of stuff. I did, but trust me, I've worked through that and I came out strong, and now I'm in full acceptance. I'm so comfortable. I'm so myself, like I'm so myself right now. So I'm definitely gonna give you a couple of tips and how I got to work my way around for me to be this accepting and be this happy and so content and so free and so at peace with everything and my facial hair overall. So but yeah guys, I'm just gonna talk about those things and hopefully they're gonna help you solve some kind of problem that you could be having about anything that you could relate this to. So yeah, so I don't think I want to use saying that the first thing, the second thing and all that. What I'm going to say is that I'm just going to talk like in general. Let me just talk in general. I don't want to say the first thing, the second thing and all that. I don't want to name them, but I'm just going to mention a couple of stuff that could definitely help. So first thing is that I feel like I'm used to it. Let me just do it the way I'm used to. I feel like it's not a bad thing. So yeah, let's just go ahead. The first thing that I want to talk about is that I needed to accept myself before everyone else does. So finding out and seeing my facial hair growing so much and, having facial hair overall was the hardest thing for me to accept. But I felt like other people did not accept me, and later on I realized it's because I had not accepted myself. I have not accepted the fact that I've got facial hair. I have not accepted that I will be judged and I will be criticized because of it. I was so afraid, and I am definitely sometimes afraid, especially when I'm meeting new people who are not used to people like me, people who've got facial hair and all that, or people who have not allowed themselves to understand that these kind of things happen. Women do grow facial hair for different medical reasons and also for any natural other reason other than being a medical issue, you see. So yeah, it does happen, and there's a whole lot of stuff and genetics that are involved in the whole thing. So most people are not willing to put themselves in a situation to understand. So we tend to get scared to be judged, and we tend to be scared about how people are going to perceive us, and because of this, and people are not going to see our true selves because of this. We feel like it's definitely standing in front of you and is closing up like who you are truly, instead of just the external part of who you are. So it becomes difficult. But what I had to do was to first accept and be okay with me having facial hair. So I made myself accept that there's a lot of things that came into the picture to make me accept. For example, finding out about people who've got facial hair, find out how they are dealing with it, and finding out more and learning more about how we have and why we have facial hair. So all those things led to me accepting. It was not easy because some of the things I didn't want to hear, some of the things I did want to hear, but most people have realized that they had facial hair because they are sick or they've got some kind of medical problem or birth issues. And when I found that I did not have those problems that they were having, but I still had facial hair, I felt so grateful, and that helped me with the acceptance that for the fact that my facial hair does not make me sick and it does not alter things on my body. Like, I should be grateful because other people is a sign of bad things and real medical issues, and I should be grateful that it's not the case with me. And that made me so accepting and feel like I'm so ungrateful. I felt so ungrateful for not accepting what is, because it's definitely grace. It's definitely a miracle to be able to be here right now and be just like any other normal woman and still have facial hair. You get that? Because having facial hair, I've realized that it's not abnormal. It's not abnormal. It's genetic, and there's a lot of things that contribute to it, and it does not have to be life-threatening. So it's not always the case with everybody. That's what I've learned, and I should be grateful that it is for me not life-threatening. So I put myself in an atmosphere where I was so accepting and in an atmosphere of gratitude, and just be grateful that I am who I am and things are the way that they are for me. So it gave me the peace, it gave me the joy that I needed to move on with my life. And from there, I got to accept myself. And the more I accepted myself, everyone else around me started doing the same. So with more acceptance, it gets easier. With more acceptance, it gets normal. So that's how I got comfortable with my facial hair. So another thing is that be around people that compliment you and people who love you for who you are, not for what they see on the outside, but for your soul, for your aura, for who you are spiritually, and people that fall in love with those parts of you. Stay around those people, because those people are gonna always remind you that you are more than just how you look on the outside, but they love what you are and who you are as a person outside how you look physically. So I stayed and stick around with those kind of people. Like, those people made me feel like I can fully be myself without feeling like anyone's gonna criticize me, even if they did at the back of their minds. But they made sure that I wasn't feeling unwelcome or unwanted or ugly or feeling some kind as if I'm disabled, this kind of feeling, that kind of treatment of pity, and like it's more like you have a disability of some sort, like as if you're the person who is about to die or you are sick and all that. Like, they did not give me that. They treated me like any other normal person, like any other general person. That's how they treated me, any other common individual. That's how they looked at me. They saw me for me, and I appreciated that. And the more I was around those people, the more comfortable I was that what if maybe people just don't want to accept it? And why should I care about those who don't want to accept the way that I look and what I have on my body? You see, so that's how I got to learn. I was like, mostly that means that it doesn't matter what other people think. And it's true, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I stick to my truth. I stay by my truth. And I stick to what I know and what I believe and move on with my life. Like, it's normal, because it is normal. It is normal. Trust me, it is. And I want to go to the next thing that actually helped me. So this was an external source, but that gave me an idea of how I should look at things when it comes to my facial hair. I remember meeting a lady at a certain place, and then I kept on meeting her regularly, and I kept on seeing her and all this kind of stuff. And when I kept on seeing her, like most people, when I meet them for the first time, they ask about my facial hair. And then I went to her this other day and asked her, why haven't you asked me about my facial hair? Why haven't you shown concern about my facial hair? She was like, what? do you have facial hair? I was like, yeah, this is it. She was like, Karen, I can't believe I've been seeing you for this long and I didn't even notice. I don't even see it. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I didn't see it. And that definitely like released dopamine at the moment. It did. And I felt a little bit high at that moment because like, why? Like, it was such a confusing moment because I did not understand that the people who connect with me, talk to me, do a lot of stuff with me, and they just don't see these things because you know what? It's not abnormal. And other than not being abnormal, it's not something that describes someone. That's why they were not concerned. But there are a lot of stuff that they saw about me that they questioned, but they never questioned my facial hair. So they questioned the things I was being to them, which is my being as a human being. That's what they saw. They saw me. They never looked at the externals. They never got concerned about any other thing. But other people that I met, for the very first time, they notice it. And then they start criticizing, they start judging, they start asking questions and make you like feel uncomfortable. Though are those kind of people. Those kind of people, they just wanted to see what they wanted to see about you, and you have no control over such things. So ever since I met that girl, it changed everything. Like, it definitely did. It changed everything. Like, I don't care what anyone else think. Like, because I know that people only see what they want to see. They only judge what they want to judge. And they only talk about things they want to talk about. And one thing that I can tell is that you have zero control over that. You have zero control over that. But you have complete control of how you can feel and how you can picture yourself and how you conduct yourself when you're around different people who may have different thoughts about you. So that's how I got to accept and feel comfortable that no matter what I do, even if I had facial hair, if people want to like you, they will like you. If people want to be around you, they're going to be around you. People want to be part of anything that you are, they're going to do that, whether you look like abnormal or like irrespective of how you look. They're gonna stick with you, they're gonna form healthy relationships with you, they're gonna bond with you, they're gonna connect with you for as long as they want to. Certain things just don't matter. We in our minds make them matter too much. We make them so important that they destroy us. So I've learned that, and I got to be at peace. And all these external things and all these internal things, me being willing to look at things in a positive way, was actually something that changed my life as well, because I could easily switch from being positive to negative because of the negative comments that people sometimes make, or the kind of questions that make me feel uncomfortable when they ask about my facial hair. You get that? So I learned to accept and understand, and also place boundaries on, especially on the questions that people ask me. Some things I cannot respond because it's just my personal life. Like, why would you have to know that? Why do you have to know that? That's my problem, that's my issue, and that's on me. Like, why would you want to know everything? Like, so I put those boundaries. So it did help me, which is the one thing that I also want to talk about. Put boundaries on the things that you want to hear and things that you want to assimilate and take in for your own health, for your own health and mental health in general. So just make sure to put in those boundaries, because people are always ready to project and they're always finding something to attack you, especially people who are so insecure and people who feel like everything is about them. And there's a lot of reasons why people can project negativity. I don't want to mention those things, but just watch out. Put out those boundaries that I can only talk this far about myself with people who ask certain things and who comment certain things and who say certain things. Like, put in those boundaries so that you can protect yourself. That will allow you to avoid as much negativity, so that you keep up with the confidence, you keep up with the positivity, you keep up with the acceptance. Because if I can tell you something, I think I heard it from Tony Robbins when he said that confidence it's fueled by action. So you need to keep on doing things that fuel your confidence to keep it there. So unless you do that, your confidence will go back to zero. So confidence, it's a continuous job. It's a continuous work that you need to put in at all times. So sorry about that, guys. I did not have to answer that call. So but yeah, guys, you need to continue to fuel it, so you don't stop at anything, because anytime, anyhow, it can be a weakness at some point, and it can temper with your self-esteem when you need it the most. That's how it is. So make sure that you put in those boundaries, and you make sure that you take care of your mental health. Remember, it's not everything that comes into our lives that we can change. Like, it's not everything in us that it's gonna look perfect in everyone's eyes, but you gotta keep on working on it, so that it will always be your perfect imperfection that makes up who you are. And be accepting and realize how precious it is that to you, and as much as to others it may not, it may be for you. Because if I can tell you something, my facial hair has definitely changed how I see things, and it has done that in a positive manner. I've learned so much because of this, about myself, about other people. Like, there's a lot that it did contribute, and it's not always because I was just perfect in something, but I feel like in the process I found my reason for having this, and it became like, it made me feel at ease. It made me feel like this was meant to be, and it was meant for me. Because at some point I can say that I wouldn't be this happy, and I wouldn't be in the mental state that's better that I'm in right now had all this had not happened. Like, my facial hair, if my facial hair had not come into the picture. So I'm definitely having everything to be grateful for, and I'm definitely having something to be grateful for about my facial hair. You do get those moments where you are down about it, but trust me, you can always get up from it. And if you can maintain consistency in being on the positive side, it definitely becomes who you are. It becomes your lifestyle, and it feels like there's nothing at all. Because, like, trust me, let me just tell you this, 90% of the time, actually 90% is too small, like 99.9% of the time, I forget I have facial hair. Trust me when I tell you this, 99% of the time, I forget that I have facial hair, because I am so comfortable to a point that I feel like I have nothing here. That's how it is. Like, the way I am, that, like, I got into that point, and I'm so grateful. And trust me, I don't feel like this every day. Like, trust me, I don't feel this every time. But 99% of the time, I do feel this amazing. I do feel this amazing, because it's not about how I am outside. It's about how I am in the inside. And if what I am is in the inside, to me, it's perfectly imperfect, and it's imperfectly perfect, I don't care about whatever that's on the outside. And I've learned that over time. So you could be out there having anything that is different from mine, and you're struggling to accept. Some of it I know you cannot change, and some of it could be life-threatening. Some of them may not. But I just want you to be grateful for each and every day, because for the fact that you're here and you are still moving, like, a lot of people could definitely draw something from you if you can just be yourself. Like, people can still see the value in you without whatever thing that you're struggling to accept, and whatever thing that you could be not willing to accept. But I want you to know that people will always see the value in you. Those who want to see it will always see it. Those who want to detect it, they'll always detect it. And those who want to connect with you will connect with you. And all these things that you're struggling to accept, to those kind of people, it won't matter. Trust me, it won't matter, because those people love you for you. They love you for your soul. They love you for your aura. They love you for the spirit. They love you for your heart. They love you for your kindness. They love you for any other good thing other than how you look, or whatever condition that you find yourself that you're struggling to accept. I've learned that it was hard. Like, I cried multiple times. Like, I did. I cannot say that it came overnight. it included a lot of crying days, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of low self-esteem, and lots of less self-worth. Like I felt like I had no worth. I felt less valuable. A lot of things that could have made me give up on who I am and the person that I am in general. But I still chose myself at the end of the day. Choose yourself, choose who you are, choose your entire being, the person and the amazing person that God has created you to be. That's who you should always stay to look up to. I look up to my Karen. I look up to the Karen that I want to be. I look up to my current Karen, like she's the person that I'm focusing on. And other than that, I'll always focus on people who want to love her for her. And that's just it. And I want you to focus on that. And I hope that you found this video very helpful. So guys, this is the end of it. And I hope that you guys are going to find something that you can relate to and be able to solve whatever insecurity that you may be struggling with. And I hope that this is very helpful, because definitely I love sharing this with you guys, because I definitely want you to live the life at the best, your life in the best way that you possibly can, without this unnecessary insecurity standing on your way. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you loved it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue seeing my content, please continue to click the notification bell so that you will know whenever I post a new video. If you haven't already, please make sure to click that subscribe button if you want to continue being part of the family. Also guys, please let me know down in the comment section what you think and what other advices you can give someone like me or anyone else who's suffering from some kind of insecurity out there. So let me know down in the comment section. I would really appreciate that, and I'll be so excited to answer your questions. So thank you so much guys for watching. I'll catch you on my next one. Bye.